Hello, beautiful humans. I'm Jen Madrone, and tonight we're going to talk about something that often happens in the process of transformation. When we've done, quite a bit of work on ourselves, we have started to become very conscious and aware of our thoughts and our energy and how it affects the world around us. And we've started to take responsibility for that. And often when we've gotten to that part of the process, when we've done that much work, we start to become very frustrated and annoyed and aware of the actions of others that are not aligned in the same way as we seem to be, that they're completely unconscious. We start to see a lot more of what's happening around us because that veil of illusion has dropped. All of the programming is starting to fade away, and we're getting a clearer look of what's happening. We're able to see conscious behavior and unconscious behavior because we're seeing it in ourselves. And so then we begin to see it in the world around us. And we can be really, really frustrated by the actions of people who are completely unconscious, who are not just unconscious, but uncompassionate, and seem to be very selfish and sometimes violent and hurtful to other people, things that just make no sense to us at all. And it can really make us angry. It can be extremely frustrating, and it can be draining because we realize we don't want to judge people, or we don't want to be angry, but we find ourselves very frustrated by the actions of people around us and just wanting to like shake them and telling them to wake up. Don't you see what you're doing? And this is very, very normal as we start to recognize our own humanness, as we start to recognize, where we'd been most of our life stuck in, the 3D world. And as we have less tolerance for it in ourselves, we have less tolerance for it in the world around us. But this is just a reflection of us. This is a reflection of our frustration with our own humanness. And so, as we go deeper into it, and as we really look at that reflection, we start to see that we have to have compassion for ourselves, that we have to have compassion for our own human, for our own part of us that have made stupid mistakes and stupid decisions and hurtful decisions in the past. And when we see that in other people, it's an opportunity for us to heal it in ourselves. And so we find what happens when we can not only be aware of unconscious versus conscious behavior, but then take it a step farther and be aware that it is coming from the wounded conscious human being in front of you. And they are acting because they don't know any better. And as we take responsibility for our own human, for our own selves, and we start to have compassion for ourselves, then we'll find that we can have compassion for the people around us who are acting blindly. And really, that's the only way to build that compassion and to start to not be triggered by those actions, is to um, have that compassion for yourself. And that's often a process. That's often a process of facing our own shit, of facing things that we've done that we've regretted, or just facing different traumas in our life in order to find that deep compassion for ourselves. And so when we move through it, then we're dropping that reaction. We're dropping those triggers that are no longer triggering us. And we've moved to a higher vibration where we can be that love. We can be that example for the people around us. And really that's our only responsibility, is to have compassion for ourselves, then have compassion for other people around us, and to be that strong example of love. but I totally understand that it's part of the process, and it's a necessary part of the process because it makes us go deeper, just like everything that triggers us makes us go deeper into ourselves if we let it, if we follow it, if we use it as fuel for our transformation. So if you're in a place where you're being triggered by the actions of other people or triggered by other things in their life, and you're struggling to really make sense of it or know how to use it as fuel for your transformation, then please reach out to me if you'd like some help in this process of growth, in this process of awakening. And I'd love to talk with you and share the work that I do with other people and see if it would be a good fit for you. So, sending so much love to you all. Thank you guys all who are here listening. Manuela, Dina, hello, Janelle, Elizabeth, and I think there's more that I can't see. But thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, leave them here in the comments, and I'll see you on the Facebook group. Have a great night.